Hello, this is Ciaran, and if you're like me, I'm sure you're a bit sick and tired of constantly sending women messages and having them message you right back immediately. If you're like me, I'm sure that you'd love to be left unread way more often and just ignored by these girls. If that is true, this video is for you. The first thing that you want to do to make sure that you're left unread is to double text. Double texting is when you message a woman, she doesn't respond, and then you message her again. This is something that men usually do because they're insecure and they want the validation from the woman. So they double text to try and get her attention, but it shows her that they need her validation. It shows her that they're unsure of themselves. It's unmasculine, it seems weak, and women don't like it. If you want women to ignore your messages and leave you unread, double text. However, if you want women to respond, do not double text. The next thing that you can do in order to make sure that your messages are ignored is to text back too quickly. If a woman messages you and you respond within 30 seconds or so, fine. But if you keep doing that, it will set up a scenario in which it becomes clear that you are desperate for her, that you need her more than she wants you. And it will seem as though you are sitting down by your phone waiting for her to message you so that you can quickly respond. It will seem like you have absolutely nothing else going on with your life. If you want women to leave you unread and to ignore you, respond to their messages very quickly and very often. However, if you want women to actually respond to your messages, vary up how long it takes before you respond to them. Sometimes it's immediately, sometimes it's in a few hours, sometimes it's in a few days. Give her the impression that you're living an active and vibrant life that she is only a small part of. Another thing that you can do to make sure that you're left unread is to ask way too many questions. Questions are something that conventional dating coaches will say you should ask in order to get to know a person. But here is the thing. In the 21st century, when you are messaging a woman, you are competing with a lot of other things. There's men who are messaging her on all sorts of social media apps and dating apps. Then there's her friends. Then there's her family. Then there's her YouTube channel subscriptions. You're competing with a lot. Now, if you say to her, how do you feel about Brexit? You are asking her to come into her mind to then formulate an opinion of how she feels about Brexit, to then tell that to you. You are asking her to make the situation or the conversation interesting. That will likely bore her. If you want to be left unread, then that is exactly what you want to do. Ask lots of questions that take value. However, if you want a woman to actually respond to you, make statements. And this brings us on to the next topic. The next thing that you can do in order to make sure that you're left unread is to send messages that offer no value. Boring messages, uninteresting messages, messages that are safe, but don't actually move the woman in any way. You want to offer value with your messages. You want to send messages that when the woman receives them, she feels compelled to reply. Don't ask many questions. Make interesting, humorous, powerful statements. The next thing that you can do in order to make sure that you are left unread is to write long essays. I'm sure you've seen situations before where you have been sending paragraph after paragraph to a woman who is responding with 1 or 2 word answers. When you do that, you are conveying to her that she is above you, that you are fighting to get her attention, that she is the prize, she has already won you, and you are just trying to make sure that she accepts you. If you enter into any kind of mindset like that, any kind of frame like that, she will see you as being beneath her, and if she sees you as being beneath her, she will lose interest. If you want a woman to leave you unread, over-invest with your messages. Write paragraph after paragraph after paragraph and let her realize that you're a lonely little lapdog who is begging for her attention. On the flip side, if you want women to respond to you, enter a different mentality. Think about this. Imagine Leonardo DiCaprio on the set of a movie. If he's messaging a woman, he's not going to put that much effort into it. He is going to send her a message that is curt, succinct, and conveys the point that he wants to put across. When you're messaging women, as well as offering value, as well as being interesting, as well as being dynamic, get to the point. You are a busy and powerful man who barely has time in between his busy and powerful man activities to send this message. The next thing that you can do in order to make sure that you are left unread is to chat aimlessly with no point whatsoever, to chat without actually leading towards a meetup. This is something that many men do, and if you want to be left unread, this is perfect. Just chat and chat and chat and chat and talk away. But here is the thing. When you are chatting to a woman with no goal and no purpose, remember that you are competing with many other things. If you are not interesting enough over a period of time, she will eventually get bored of you. A woman is only likely to reliably chat to one person over an extended period of time if that person is a close friend, a family member, or a boyfriend. If you try this as a man she doesn't know or care about, you're likely to run into problems. However, if you want to ensure that you are responded to, then what you need to do is lead towards a meter. When you're sending messages, you are sending them with a purpose. You have a goal in mind. You are orchestrating and directing the interaction towards an outcome. That outcome is for you to meet up with her. Keep it short, keep it simple, get to the point. The final thing that you can do in order to make sure that you're left unread is to not send ping messages. Ping message is a message that you send to a woman who you haven't spoken to for a while. The purpose is to remind her of your existence. It is also to let her know that you're cool, and also to entice her to respond. Now, many men who are messaging women they haven't spoken to usually ask them a question, but as I said before, questions are inherently boring. The beauty of a ping text is that you send her a message that is cool and elicits a response without actually asking her. It might be something like, "Wow, it is colder than an Eskimo's nutsack," with a picture of an absolutely Arctic climate that you happen to be sitting in. Or it might be a video of you with a woman who is playfully putting you in a chokehold, and you might have text underneath that says, "She's choking me out. This is the last time you're going to see me. Goodbye." Ping texts are fantastic because they show the woman your personality, and like I said before, if she doesn't respond, you don't lose anything. And just so we're clear, it is excellent to send ping texts with women because half of the job, half of the battle that you have when you are meeting women is letting those women know that you are cool. Sending a message that shows you having fun with another woman will let the woman you are messaging know that you are not a loser, you are not a rapist, you are not a psychopath, and that you're actually a high status man that she needs to pay attention to. If you don't want to be left unread, send ping texts. If you do want to be left unread, ignore them. That is it for another episode of Ciaran Callam Dating Coach. If you like the cut of my jib, then please like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to the channel and slam the notification bell so that you can be immediately informed of all of my future videos. Goodbye.